Good morning everyone and welcome back to my channel and to my MS Awareness Week videos. This week it is MS Awareness Week in the UK and I'm going to be bringing you a new video every day. Today's video is going to be a what I eat in a day video, as so many people message me asking me to do another one and ask me what food I eat and my diet, ask me questions about that, so I'm going to film that today. I believe that food is a massive, massive healer, and I follow the Overcoming Multiple Sclerosis diet and lifestyle, which I will talk about later in the video. But basically it involves not eating any animal products apart from eating fish, doing exercise, meditation, which is something that I need to get better at, and making sure you get enough vitamin D. So before I make breakfast today, it is a gorgeous day outside, and so I think I'm going to sit for 10 minutes and practice a meditation session, as I'm rubbish at it and I really need to get better at it. Come back. So this is going to be my little meditation spot. How nice and relaxing. I'm so excited.
Welcome to day 4 of the 7 days of calm. Have you ever noticed how easy it is to slip into autopilot?
Yes.
Most of the
Get off. Get off. Shit, the bed, I just dropped my camera. So I did my meditation and it was lovely. I'm still really not very well practiced in it, and it just still feels a bit weird just like sitting there and breathing. But it's something that I really want to get better at, because it has quite a lot of health benefits, as well as it calms the central nervous system, which I need a calm nervous system. Before I meditated, I drank a litre of water. I do this, or try to do this, every morning before I eat anything. And yeah, this is my breakfast. It's just a smoothie. It's not much because I'm not that hungry this morning, but it's just strawberry, banana, bit of orange juice, spinach, and some ground flaxseed, which has like vitamin D and good stuff in it. This is just such a nice spot by a palm tree in the sun. It's very nice and relaxing. So yes, I'm going to be showing you today what I eat for lunch and what I eat for dinner, and I'm also going to explain the Overcoming Multiple Sclerosis diet later on in the video. At the moment, I normally don't have breakfast because I intermittent fast. So that just means I have a big dinner and then the next morning I won't eat until about 12-1. Oh, there's a massive bee somewhere and I can hear it but I can't see it. So I intermittent fast. To be honest with you, the reason I do it is for the health benefits to do with like weight loss and stuff, because I'm going on holiday in like 3 weeks, and I have the hugest appetite, like I have a bottomless pit for a stomach. So for me, intermittent fasting works really well if I'm trying to like shape up or anything, because I can just have 2 really big meals that actually fill me up instead of just constantly eating and eating. But there is also research to suggest that intermittent fasting actually benefits MS, as it reboots the immune system, and it also can reverse some of the damage caused by MS. And to be honest, I really enjoy intermittent fasting. I often wake up in the morning and just feel really like sluggish, and if I eat, then like really just my digestion isn't very good. I feel like I have that food in my belly all day and it doesn't like digest. But it's not like definite that it does help with MS. And also I think that the intermittent fasting was a diet where, I think it's like the 500 diet, where you eat like 1,500 calories maybe for 5 days, and then for 2 days eat 500 calories. Where as my intermittent fasting is like fasting from about 9 in the evening to 1 o'clock the next day or something. But I don't know, it works for me. But today I woke up absolutely starving. Yeah, I woke up starving today because I went to the gym yesterday and I did a really big leg session, quite a bit of cardio too, because I had so much energy. So I'm not going to ignore my body. It's saying my belly is empty, please feed me. I'm going to listen to it. So my plan for the day is I'm going to sit outside all day, soak up vitamin D. Vitamin D is so important. Sorry, my cat. Come here. Don't disrespect me like this. Yeah, vitamin D is so important with MS and treating MS and making sure that you stay healthy. So I'm going to sit here and soak up as much vitamin D as I can, and I have so much work to do, so I'm just going to try and do work all day outside, but it's quite difficult on a laptop in the sun because you can't really see what you're doing, so I'm going to attempt to do that. I have literally been outside all morning. I've even put a bikini on. It is so lovely outside. It's just blue skies, the sun is really warm, soaking up all the vitamin D, and I was not doing any work, so I've literally had to drag myself in and have a break from the sun so I can actually get some work done today. But oh, I think I've caught the sun a little bit. I'm looking a bit pink on my nose. Whoops. I thought I would quickly talk about the Overcoming Multiple Sclerosis 7-step recovery program, which is what I'm on. It's the lifestyle I'll choose to follow. I've not been paid to say this. This is something that I picked to do myself whilst researching all different types of ways of eating and diets and lifestyles of how to manage MS. I picked this one because it's one that resonated the most with me, and also it's evidence-based, so that's good. Right, I'm going to read from the book because I don't want to get it wrong. So the 7 steps are: number 1, eat well. There's evidence to show that diets that had less saturated fats in them, animal fat, there's less progression in MS. So I try to stay away from animal products, even though, being honest, since kind of Christmas time, when someone brought out a cheese board, I have been eating cheese. But it's something that I'm eating a lot less of now. And to be honest, I can't actually remember when the last time was that I ate cheese, but anyway, I've been a bit naughty. I mean, it's April now, Christmas was a long time ago, and dairy is still creeping into my diet a tiny bit, but it is a lot less than normal. So that's something that I'm going to get better at. But yeah, eat well is the first step. Step 2 is get enough sun and vitamin D. I've got a bit too much vitamin D today already, but I've always been someone that loves the sun, and I could just lie in the sun and do nothing all day for the rest of my life and be so content. But yeah, vitamin D is really important when you are dealing with MS, and not getting enough vitamin D can onset MS, can trigger relapses, so you want to make sure that you're getting enough vitamin D. I actually, even though I go out in the sun as much as possible, I mean, I do live in England, I do supplement with vitamin D. I think if people want to get some supplements to help MS, vitamin D is key. So, and then step 3, exercise regularly. That's something that I'm doing more and more and more, and the more that I exercise, the more my energy levels are going up, and I don't have any symptoms of fatigue anymore. And I was talking to someone on Instagram who was asking me how my fatigue levels were at the moment, and I said I don't actually remember the last time I suffered with fatigue, which is amazing because it's something that I used to really struggle with. And they said, what are your secrets? And literally my secrets are just being as active as you can, and my fatigue levels have just really significantly decreased the more active that I've been. Step 4 is meditate. That's something I'm trying to get better at. Meditate and use the mind-body connection. Meditating is really good for your mental health, as well as it calms your nervous system, and it just brings you more in tune with your body and how you're feeling and everything, and that is something that I definitely need to get better at. But like anything in life, to become good at something you need to practice and have discipline to practice. I feel like even though it's 10 minutes a day, but finding that 10 minutes to practice meditation is quite difficult actually. Step 5 is take medication if needed. If you have seen all of my YouTube videos, you know that I have completed now my disease modifying therapy, which is Lemtrada. I'll link down below my video talking about my first year of Lemtrada, so you can watch that if you're interested to find out more. Step 6, prevent family members from getting MS. Step 7, change your life for life. All of the points in this book really resonated with me. This book really taught me so much about MS, taught me that my life doesn't have to revolve around medicines, that I can be kind to myself and heal myself naturally through all of the points and steps listed in this book, and it works so well for me. I feel amazing on it. So I would highly recommend this book, but also just to do your own research and find a sort of recovery program, a lifestyle, a diet that resonates with you, that will help you in your MS journey. For lunch, I'm having something which I think I actually put in my other what I eat in a day video, and that is a pita bread with hummus and veggies in. I promise that dinner is going to be more exciting. This is literally all we have left in our house. It's leftovers, so I've just got cucumber, cherry tomatoes, a little bit of onion, a little bit of pepper, some leftover sweet potato wedges things, like this pitiful amount of leftover spinach, some sweet corn, hummus, and some pita. So I'm just going to shovel these into pita breads, and that will be my lunch. Loads of veggies. And a fun fact about pita bread and hummus is the two of them together is a complete protein. So it's a nice little protein source there for my lunch. So I am just about to have a little snack whilst I'm working outside. I'm now in the shade apart from my legs, but I just can't seem to drag myself away from this lovely weather. So I saw this in my local supermarket. It's this raw chocolate that's vegan, but it's milk chocolate because it's made with coconut milk. So I'm gonna have a few pieces of that. Right, it's time to make some dinner. I'm gonna be making my absolute favourite thing to eat and to make, and that is Mexican, and I'm quite pink. So I'm gonna make some like beans And then I've got some avocados here somewhere. Yeah, avocado's gonna make a guacamole. I'm gonna make a vegan sour cream. Then I'm just gonna fry up loads of vegetables and some sweet corn on the cob, and it's gonna be really nice. I am gonna start off making the cashew sour cream. I completely forgot to soak my nuts. Soaked my nuts earlier, and it works better if the cashews are soaked. So I'm gonna just put them in a bowl with some boiling water and leave them to soak for as long as it takes me to do the rest of the stuff, and hope that that works. So I'm going to do about half a cup of cashews. Cool. Whilst the cashews are soaking, I'm going to make a kind of salsa. It's just basically chopping up some tomato, cucumber, onion, mix with lime juice, and put some coriander through it too. Chopping up an onion has made my eyes go. So this is my little salsa concoction. Tomatoes, cucumber, onion, coriander, and lots of lime juice. So I've just cut up, obviously, an onion and a couple of peppers, which I am going to fry alongside the beans, which I'm going to start now. So I've just started to fry my onions and my peppers, and I'm about to start on the beans. I'm going to start by frying 2 cloves of garlic. Next I'm going to add some kidney beans, which I have drained and rinsed. I've actually added 2 tins of kidney beans now, because one just didn't look like enough, even though it's only for like 4 people. This is the main bit that you're going to put in the wraps. You can use whatever beans you want to. Normally I'd have like mixed beans, but this is all I had. And now I'm going to add about half a tin of chopped tomatoes. You want it to be a bit tomatoey without becoming too watery, because then when you eat the wraps you just get water spilling out everywhere, and that is not ideal. And now for the fun part, we can add our spices. So I've got hot smoked paprika. I'm going to try and make this spicy because everything else has been mild so far. Chili flakes, sweet smoked paprika, get that in there. I love spice, if you can't tell, so I just pile it on. Got a bit of ground coriander. Going to add a tiny bit of turmeric because it is anti-inflammatory, and in stuff like this you can't taste it at all. Like that. And then my favourite, ground cumin. I add an obscene amount of cumin because I think that just makes it all Mexican-y. Just put my corn in the cobs into grill. I'm actually going to make the vegan cashew sour cream now because it needs time to cool and firm up in the fridge. So I'm going to see how it goes, considering I haven't soaked them for anywhere near the time that I was meant to, but yeah, we'll see. In here I've just got my half a cup of cashews. I added also a tiny bit of salt and like a tablespoon of lemon juice, and I'm just going to whiz it up and see if it becomes like sour cream. So that's been a fail. So this is the vegan cashew cream. It is so creamy, and yeah, it's worked really well. I added a tiny bit more lemon juice and the tiniest amount of apple cider vinegar. So I'm just going to put that in the fridge and let it thicken up a bit. Now for the fun part of making your own tortilla chips. So you just take a tortilla, it's so simple, and you just cut it. It's quite difficult with one hand, but you just cut them into little tortilla triangles. So like that, just make little tortilla diagonal rectangle shapes, drizzle with a tiny bit of olive oil and put it in the oven for about 5 to 10 minutes. And dinner is served. So what we have is some spicy beans with Mexican spices and cumin and all that good stuff. Some roasted peppers and onions, some coriander to add into the wraps, some lettuce if you want to make a sort of bean salad kind of thing, some tortilla crisps just to have as a bit of fun, some blackened roasted corn, squeeze a bit more lime onto your wraps because that is great, some vegan sour cream made from cashews, guacamole, which is just mashed avocado, coriander, some red onion and a squeeze of lime, and also I have this guacamole seasoning which I put a bit of that into, some pico de gallo kind of style salsa, and obviously some wraps. And I mean, this meal is so easy to make, it's so good for you, it's a great meal for those who maybe eat meat and want to try and cut down a bit of meat. It could be a perfect meatless Monday meal. It's so tasty, so quick to make, and I can't wait to dig in.
Do you make a lovely salad, Izzy?
Thanks.